Hey crafty family, it's me. I hope you guys are doing good. I got some happy mail to show you. Sorry I haven't made videos in like a week or so. My toothache is really bad, and it was bad and then it got better for a few days and now it's bad again. It's probably having to do with the fact that I was on the Humira, which I'm not taking right now because it makes my immune system like super low, and so I'm really prone to infection. So a toothache turned into, obviously a toothache is because of an infection in my tooth, and it just, you know, is not going away, which is the problem, even with antibiotics, and it's just been really bad. So right now, it's dulled out a little bit enough for me to do a video, because I was really getting tired of not being able to do a video, and I didn't want to not make a video. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta do something here. So I'm taking this opportunity while it's a little dulled down to make a video. I got a package in the mail from my online bestie, Allicia. She's like my crafty bestie, or one of my crafty besties. I have a couple of them that are online crafty besties. But she's one of my favorite people, and we have a good time. We always talk, and she sent me an awesome package, which I love. It has so many goodies in it, and I already looked through it. I just didn't look through the pocket letter, and I didn't go through like anything too in depth. I kind of looked through it, and I was in the middle of stuff, so I had to stop. But I'll show you what she sent me. She sent me pretties, and I love the color. I don't have anything green really, so this is awesome. I love the colors of that. That's so pretty. And then there's these flowers, and they kind of, you know, coincide with each other. They're really pretty. Aren't they pretty? So she sent me that. And look at this stamp set. Isn't it so cute? And it's got a dress form on it, and the size of this is so little, and it's perfect for like making ATCs with and stuff. So I'm loving that. Beautiful. And then she sent me a stamped image. She got this stamp. I can't remember where she said she got it, but oh my God, that's not me, because I wear, like when I go out, I wear skirts all the time. And of course I love my Starbucks smoothie, and because it's got like the rounded lid, you could tell it's like a cold drink if you were to get it from Starbucks. And I like their strawberry shortcake drink. And then the hair, and that's just, if I'm gonna color it, and the hair is gonna be pink. So I love this picture. I love this stamp. It's so awesome. I'm gonna have to get that for myself. And then she sent me some cute little owl stickers. I love them. They're so cute. And oh my God, she sent me, look what she sent me. This is my first ever Gorgeous Girl stamps, and she sent these to me. Aren't they awesome? I love them so much. Yeah. She had gotten them and took them out of the package because of, I don't remember why she said, I think because they fit better or something. And then she ended up either getting doubles somehow or not needing these. So she gave these to me, and I just absolutely love them. They're so, so, so adorable. I love this girl in the books. Oh, so cute. So happy about that. And then she sent me these two flowers, which are absolutely gorgeous. They're so pretty. And oh my God, she sent me kawaii stuff, which this is my very first kawaii stuff, like real kawaii stuff. There is, look at all this, oh my goodness, look at all this stuff. Holy crap-oly. There's little donuts with faces on them. I'm so in love with these. They're so cute. She sent me like 5 of these little donuts. They're so cute. 2 of these little macaroons. Look how adorable they are. I've seen other macaroons, but these are cuter, I think, because they're not all one color. Like some of them are all one color, even the cream in the center. Those are so cute. And then there's 5 of these little cups of coffee, and they're pink, and they say cafe on the side, and then the top, you know how like some of the baristas will put like a picture or something in your foam? Well, that has little hearts in it, as you can see. Oh, they're just so cute, cute, cute. I love them. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them yet, but I love them. I want to make earrings out of these, and maybe earrings out of the little coffee cups. I just think it would be so cute. And then, let's see, there's other stuff in here. This is the pocket letter that I'll open last. Oh, and these. Oh my goodness. If you don't know what these are, well, here, you can see on the back. They're those little Russian stacking dolls, and I have a set of those, and I always wanted to have like a collection of them and get more and more of them, but I only have one set right now. But these are little cutouts of those little Russian stacking dolls, and I just find them fascinating, and I love them so much. And I want to do something with those. I don't know yet what. And then she sent me these little dogs. They're little, you know, like they're little Scotty dogs, but they kind of remind me of Tigger, and they reminded her of Tigger too. So, and they're just so cute, and they're little clips, you know, the clothespin clips. I love them, and they have little wiggly eyes. I love them. They're so cute. And then she sent me a sample of washi, and it has like little cakes and stuff on it. It's so cute. So cute. And then she sent me this postcard to do something arty with it. It's a postcard she got from somebody that she bought something from, and it was really Asian and pretty, and she's not as much into the Asian stuff, but I really like Asian stuff. So that was really cute. And then there's this stamp set that's like Christmassy, but it's really pretty. I love it. It's so pretty. And then there is, oh, wait till you see this. Like I said, I like Asian stuff, and kawaii stuff is Asian stuff, but then there's also, look at these. They're beads, and this says pull out, and because they're bells. Look how far it comes out. Holy crap. And it's still going, and still going. Aren't they cute? Aren't they the cutest thing ever? Yeah, I'm totally making myself earrings with those, because there's 2 of them in here. And I'm so making myself a set of earrings with these, because I just absolutely love them. And then also there are these beads, which I'm also going to make myself a necklace and earrings with, because there's 2 of the cats, so that would be earrings. Oh wait, they're different. Oh crap, they're different. I didn't know they were different, but that's okay, because I'll just make myself a necklace or something with them. But they're so cute, and they're little ceramic. Look at the little koi fish, and then there's these little lucky cats. They're just adorable, and they're beads, and I love them. I love them. I'm in love. I can't take it. I'm dying. I'm over here. I'm totally, literally dying, because they're just so cute. Aren't they cute, though? So cute. My goodness. And then she sent me gelatos. I have gelatos, but I don't have any of these colors, and these are the best colors because they're like a pastel-y color, and I don't have any pastel colors. They even have like pictures of macaroons over here, because that's what you can, like, they're that kind of like pastel. They're so pretty, and yeah, I love them. I totally love them. Love them. Yeah, gelatos are the best. And then she sent me this little kit. It's like an ornament kit. Oh, it's a felt. Oh, it is an ornament of some sort, I think. Or wait, is mouse candy cane? Wait, what does it say? Yeah, it's a mouse candy cane craft kit. So you can make like a little mouse, I guess, and it can be like an ornament, but it's cute. Maybe I'll have to do that on camera. And then she sent me some pink flat back pearls, which are really pretty. Cute, super cute. And she sent me an envelope, which I can use to put stuff in. I like to use these envelopes to put like small graphics and stuff inside of them and store them that way. I have a couple, and I don't think they're around me right now. I don't know where they are, but that's what I like to use them for, is stuff like that, because it keeps me able to organize them. And let's see, let's look in the pocket letter. Look at this little clip, isn't it cute? Oh my goodness. And I love this paper, which I'm actually going to try to hold on to some of this tissue paper because it's pretty patterned, and I like patterned tissue paper to use to decoupage onto things. So I try to salvage it if I can. I know, it's like watching paint dry to have me sit here and do this. And there goes the alarm. I don't know if you guys can... Sorry about having to wiggle the camera around. Someday I'll get a normal setup where I'm not using my phone. Alrighty. She really packed the crap out of this. She packed it so it can drop off of a 300-story building, for crying out loud. But look at this tissue paper. Oh my god, isn't that gorgeous? I love it. I loved it. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. And I like the pattern. I like the colors. Okay, set that aside. Alright. Oh, it's a kawaii pocket letter and I love it. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? It's all kawaii like stuff and I love that type of stuff. Oh my goodness. Let's look and see what's inside. So exciting. Ooh, pretty heart flatbacks, gems type of thing. Oh my goodness. Let me get this out. Cause I'm dying. Oh, this is too funny. Okay. This is too ironic and funny. These are little flag post-its, but look what they are. Could that not be more ironic? They're teeth, and this one's got like corrosion. That's my tooth right there. That's my tooth, and it's got the tear coming out of its eye. Oh yeah, that's me. That's my tooth right now. That is so my tooth. That's flippin' hilarious. I don't know if she put that in there after she knew I had the toothache, because I've had the toothache for well over a week. So I'm not sure if she put that in there just to be a smart ass, because that would be typical of her. I like this Born to Shop. Love it. I love stamps. Oh, I love this pocket letter. It's so cute. Oh, and here's another stamp. It says, aw, it says love you so. And it says looking good. That's cute. Very cute. Oh, there's another stamp. This one says Blossom. Remember that TV show in the 80s, Blossom? My favorite was Six, her best friend. She was hilarious. And then there is, I like this little paper clip. Isn't that cute? That's me. My little pink bow and my pink skirt. Yep. Ooh, Russian stacking dolls that are like, well, it looks like, well, they look more like geisha girls, but, or whatever you call them. Or not geisha girls, like kimonos or whatever. But they almost look like Russian stacking dolls too. They're so cute. I love them. What is this? Another stamp? I love stamps. I'm loving some stamps. Ooh, look at that. To and from. And it's got that pretty scroll design. That's really cute. That would be good for a tag. A tag. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, I'm officially dead. Look. Oh my goodness. I love them. They're so cute. And they're like thick. Oh, they're wood. Oh, they're buttons. Oh, they're wood. Oh, they're buttons. I just noticed that they had the little holes in them. They're actually wood buttons. Aren't they the cutest thing ever? Oh, I love them. Oh, these are things I'll hoard for the, like, ever. Certain things I'm just gonna hoard. Ooh, look at these gems. They are the pretties. They're pink and they're really pretty. Thank you, Allicia. This package was so amazing. I love it. I find these little teeth hilarious. One with the cavities crying and the other three are like, haha, you have a cavity. Alright, I'll put all this stuff back later. Okay, I also wanted to show you, let me put this stuff in the envelope, the big stuff, just so I can get it off my desk, because we're going to be making something. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show you some of my coffee dyed papers that I made. Well, these are envelopes that I coffee dyed. I made some envelopes when my friend Desiree came over. Well, alright, so Friday night we went to dinner for my birthday at Longhorn Steakhouse, and I got steak and lobster and ate way too much food. That's not what I'm trying to show you. Neither is that. We ate way too much food. Neither is this. These are just stuff I printed out to work on a journal. that I'm making. That's not what I wanted to show you. But yeah, I had steak and lobster, and then on top of that, I had like this lava cake thing with ice cream. It was ridiculous. So ridiculous amount of food. I had a food baby. I was pregnant with a food baby afterwards. My stomach was so protruding, and I was so uncomfortable for like hours after that. But Desiree came back here, and we crafted. I even coffee dyed some tickets, which came out looking really kind of cool. And I did a whole ass load of doilies. These ones didn't take the dye as well, I guess because they're colored. I don't know, but these all did. These came out pretty nice. And I did more papers. I made sure I had a good amount of paper so that I could make some journals. This was just a white paper that had like these old-timey pictures, and I figured if I coffee dyed it, it'd look cooler, and they do. So I thought that was cool. Got some ledger paper. Yeah, she came back here. We worked on journals, and I can't remember what else. We just had fun for a few hours. Yeah, I have an entire stack that goes up to here of coffee dyed papers, which I'm sure you don't want to see the whole thing. I was just showing you a few things. And then I'll show you what I was working on the night that she came over. And I ended up not finishing it yet. But it's a journal. This is going to be my vintage journal, and this is material, and this material was like bright colored and more like modern looking, but now that I've done this to it, it's very distressed. But unfortunately, I had to, because I had such a small piece of it, I had to lay it this way in order for it to fit, because I would have rather had the dress, you know, everything turned the other way, but that's okay, because out of what was left, a little bit that was left, there was one of these dresses, and it's like nice and coffee stained. And so I'm going to put something as a backdrop and have this dress on the front somehow. So I thought that would be cute, and maybe I'll put some tulle coming out from underneath of it and stuff like that. So I just thought this would be cute. It's not done yet, like I said, but I think it'll be cute when it is done, and I'll show it to you. Yeah, this is all I've got left of that material, is this right here. So, yeah, but I love it. I love it, love it. And then, in another video, if you guys want me to, okay, so this looks like a gift bag, right? It was a gift bag, but then I altered it so that it was a journal cover. And if you guys want me to, in another video, I will show you how to do this. Because I'm going to make this into a journal, and it's like nice and sturdy now, and what's nice is when it's done, I can hold it like this. And my friend gave me this Friday night for my birthday. Obviously there was something in it, a bracelet that was really pretty. So she gave me it in this bag that was all sparkly, and I loved it, and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, I really would like to make something with that, so I decided to make a journal cover. Well, it's going to be a journal, not just a journal cover. I'm trying to think. Is that all I have to show you before we get started? I think so. I think I'm done boring the crap out of you with my stupid stuff. Okay. So today, when I first posted these, I think it was obviously before my toothache, because I wanted to make a video, and then I had gotten the toothache, and then it's been like, when you have a toothache, I don't know about you, but when you have a toothache, when I have a toothache, and it's really bad, the only thing you want to do is sit still and cry, because it's so painful that even getting up and walking or moving around, you could feel your pulse in your tooth. It is the worst feeling, and it hurts so bad, and it makes everything worse. So, and I work cleaning houses, so you can imagine trying to clean a house with a raging toothache, which was not happening. So I barely worked, and I had to like move my houses around because my mouth hurts so bad. And, you know, it's just been not fun. So I made these, and I posted them on my Facebook, and everybody's like, oh, do a video, you know, do a tutorial. And hold on. So anyway, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, I was asked to do the tutorial, and then of course my tooth started flaring up and I didn't do it. So we're going to do it now. We're going to do it now. And this is the flower. It's made out of like paper bag material, or I did some, you can also do craft paper, or like that paper that's this color that they use to like wrap stuff in. I guess that's still craft paper. I have no idea. But what this is though, it's the punch, or the die, I mean, the Tim Holtz Tattered Florals, Tattered Flowers, Tattered, whatever. That one. It's that die, which a lot of people have, and if you don't have it, I'll show you the petals. And basically it's a 6-petal kind of flower. These are wrinkled up. So if you wanted to cut, you know, yourself a 6-petaled flower, you can always fold a circle in half and then make 3 petals and then unfold it. So that's a way to do it. This is probably was a 2-inch circle, I would imagine. Let's see, was it 2 inches? Yeah. So if you cut, like if you have a 2-inch circle punch, or just cut a 2-inch circle, fold it in half and then cut yourself 3, you know, 3 petals, and like tatter the edges, or use let me show you. Use these scissors like that, and you can cut the edges with that, and it would do the same thing. If you sit down and figure it out, you can make one if you don't have the punch. The die, I mean. I keep saying punch, but it's a die. Well, there is punches that make a 6-petal flower, or you can use a 5-petal flower. It doesn't have to be 6. So there are ways around it, because I don't want you to feel left out if you don't have the die, the Tim Holtz die. But that's how I made these. So I cut out an ass load of them, and I even cut some out of this paper that I had. It's craft paper, but I had used like some watercolors and sprays or something on it. I can't remember. And I was going to do something with it, and then I never did. So I cut the paper up and used it to make the flowers. And this is like a little thicker than these in here. So I will show you. This is the exact one for this flower. So you need 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you need 6 of these to make one flower. And what you're gonna do is, I'm not prepared, you're gonna take some ink and you're going to ink the edges. And I just did a sloppy job. And I even like took it and was like, I went like this across it to kind of dirty it up. And if you kind of fold it in between the little areas, and I think that's right, you want to clip in on these. I forgot. Yeah, it's been a while since I made them. You want to clip in on these about 1/4 of an inch in towards the center, because these like don't have a lot of space in between them. So you want to do that. So you could do a bunch of them together, so you don't have to, you have to line them up a little bit, but you line them up and you can cut them all together at one time. Like this. There we go. And then when you want to get into the center, did I do that? Wait a minute. Yeah, that's all I did. I'm just trying to look. It's been a while. I forget very fast. I'll do something today and tomorrow I'll forget what I did. I just bend it a little bit and then I can ink all the way to the center. Like that. So we're going to ink them. I'm going to do some art and decorate like some of my tins, because I have a bunch of tins and I love them. I love tins. I have a bunch, but you know, I don't want Christmas all the time. So I want to take some of them and decorate them a little bit. I'm just going to use up junk. I'm not going to like decorate them to be like fancy. I'm just going to do like quick decorating with like junk art and stuff. And just glue crap to them. So if you're interested in a video on that, I want to do like a periscope and do something like that. I think that would be a fun, like decorating these would be a fun thing to do like as a live stream, but I don't want to use Ustream because they kind of suck. and Periscope is free, and the chat is available. You don't have to like pay, like in other words, to have the chat available to all my viewers, I would have to like pay for it or something. I don't know. And then if you have the app for Ustream, you can't use the chat at all, which sucks. So I'm not really thrilled about that. I don't know. I don't think that's a good deal. Okay, so anyway, off that subject. What you're going to do now is you can either spray these with some water. It'll help a little bit, but I don't have water in front of me, so I'm just going to do it. And basically what I did was I take the petal without trying to rip it, and I scrunch it up like that. And I do that to each one. I just kind of like do almost an accordion fold on the petal. I don't know if you could see. And I just kind of tatter it up. I like fold it and kind of scrunch it. And if you have strong enough paper, which this is pretty thick, this stuff is that craft paper that came in a book, almost like a paper pad, and from Walmart, and I think that worked pretty good. And then these were these, but it's like I've made them with the ones I made with the oh god, I can't speak today. The ones I made with the bags. The paper bags, yeah. I don't have any more of those because I gave them away. But those you could do the same thing. You could scrunch them up. Or you can crinkle them beforehand. Like before you cut the flowers even. That's how I did these. Before I cut the flowers, because these are thinner, I scrunched them. Which you could still scrunch these. These might be a little harder to scrunch. But if you do it before you cut them, like as a whole sheet of paper, it would be easier to scrunch them up. Is there 2 flowers here? Feels like it. No, there isn't. So yeah, so I just sit here and scrunch all the petals. If you hold them at the base, they won't rip. And this is a good idea to do anytime you're making a paper flower. Like somebody had posted on my Facebook when I posted the picture of these flowers that they wanted the tutorial because they have trouble making their flowers look realistic. And one of the keys to making your flowers look realistic is to not start out with it looking perfect. You want it to look crinkled and uneven, and because if you work with perfect pieces of paper with everything perfect, then no, you're not going to have a realistic flower. That's just the way it goes. But if you work and make everything look unreal, you know, make it look not perfect, then you're going to more than likely come out with a flower that looks more realistic, except of course this has glitter on it, and flowers unfortunately don't come out of the ground with glitter on them. They should. Somebody needs to write a memo up on that, because these flowers need to get on the ball. I want some glitter on my flowers, just random. Can you imagine if in nature things came out of the ground with just glitter on them, like trees and bushes and plants and flowers? They just automatically had glitter. It would be like magic. That would be the world that unicorns live in. Unfortunately, we don't live in that world. It's too bad. I want to live where the glitter is. Oh man, I ripped my flower. That's okay, we're gonna use it anyway. I was getting too rough. I like ripped it here, but we're gonna still use it. You'll see, it'll be okay. Okay, so now let's see if I can remember how I did this. Let me get my, wow, I moved everything over here and now I can't find anything. Don't you hate when that happens? There we go, I'll use this one. Okay, so now you're going to make the bud, and I'm actually going to use the one I ripped to do that. This one. You're going to scrunch up your flower in the center like this. You're just going to scrunch one of your flowers up like that. And what I'm going to do, because I'm doing that, I'm going to hit the back side of this as well as the front side with the ink, because so on one of your petals or 2 of your petals, you might want to do both sides, or you could do all of them that way. You know, you can just ink all of them on both sides to start if you want to. but at least 2 of them, because they're going to be your like your center, and you're going to see more of them. So basically you're just going to scrunch it up until it looks like this, if that makes sense. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit, and hopefully I won't go off camera. You know how I am. So once you get it like scrunched up like this, now I use hot glue because it's just easier. Once you get it scrunched up, so it kind of looks like a bud in the center or something, you might have to like shape your petals around a little bit. Like this one's the ripped one, so I'm kind of struggling with it because it's ripped. But yours won't be ripped. And then you're going to take whatever petals are kind of on the outside, put a little bit of glue at the base of the petal, and fold it up. And hold it for a second. Okay. And then if you let go and you see any other loose ones, you're going to put some glue at the base. You don't have to do it for every petal, but just for the ones that are kind of loose. You kind of want it to hold together a little bit. And actually, what I should have told you to do, and I didn't, because, like I said, I'm not bright, is what you should have done first, and I'll do it for this one, is have a piece of foam or a mouse pad underneath, take a back of a paintbrush, and rub the center to give it a little, to make it stand up a little bit, because then it would be easier to form, and it'll also give you a nice flat bottom to glue into your next piece, which this I kind of had to push it to get it there because I forgot to do that. So anyway, on your second one, do that. But since your second one is going to be on the outside of your little bud on the inside, it's not going to need to be as closed up quite as much. You see what I mean? Like there's the center, and then there's that flower. So it doesn't need to be closed up. But what we're going to do is we're going to roll the petals on this one especially. I know we just did what we did, but it still makes them look realistic this way because they're still got that kind of creasy look to them, and that's what you want. So regardless of what we're doing. So after you rub the center with the back of a paintbrush or a stylus or whatever you got, and then you're going to roll the petals a little bit. So now we're going to glue this one, which of course would have had a flatter bottom had I not forgotten to do that step, but whatever, it'll still work. We're going to glue this one to the center of that one, and we're going to hold it there for a second. And then we're going to take some glue at the base of each petal, very little bit at the very base. We don't want it to go up the whole thing like I kind of just did. We only want it to go a little bit because we're not closing up the whole petal or the whole flower. So put a little there, put a little there, close it up, but then we can open it back up in a second because there's not enough glue. You don't want enough glue to make it so that it closes up permanently, is what I'm getting at. Hold it for a second because you want two flowers to be like your main part of your center. One is going to be a little more open than the other. I'm blowing inside of it to cool it off. And then after that, you're going to just peel it open slightly, just like that, and there is your center. That's your main part of your center. Okay, so then the next one you're going to do, you're going to take the back of a paintbrush. I'm going to use a little bit of a bigger one. Actually, not that one. Let's see, what else do I got? I need something that isn't going to. Let's try this thing. No, that's too... I don't really have anything to do this with properly, of course, because... You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Because my paintbrushes... There we go, this one's cleaner. If it's too rough, like the back of your paintbrush, it'll more likely rip your flower than do anything about it. But see what I'm doing? I'm just going in the middle, and it's just making the flower go into like a little cup, like that. That's what we want. And then, stop that. Hold on. Then you want to roll it back with your end of your skinny paintbrush, which is why, I mean, obviously, if you have the proper tools to do this, good on you. I don't. I use what I've got lying around. So the back of a paintbrush would work, or a knitting needle, like a thin crochet or knitting needle or whatever. Okay, so if that screwed up, if doing that to the petal screwed up your little cup, you can go back and refix it. So there you go. Now you're going to put this one inside of there. So get rid of my glue strings, put some glue, and stick it in the center. Voila! And now you're going to do that exact thing that I just did again. So you're going to rub your center. That sounds sexy. Rub your center, baby. You're going to curl your petals. Takes time to make a beautiful flower, folks. Rub your center a little more. Now this time you want to offset it from the other petals. So like this, like where this is in between the crack of those two. Put it in between the crack. It's the best way to know how to do it. Stick it in between the crack. We all know how to stick things in between our cracks. Okay. And that one will go there. Now the last two flowery petal thingies are going to go the opposite way. So we are going to turn them over to the non-distressed side and do this ordeal here. And then turn them back over to the other way so that the center is popping up. And then roll the flowers back. So that, as you can see, these flowers are kind of facing downward while these are facing kind of upward. If that makes sense. So you're just kind of doing the opposite in a sense. You're still rolling the petals the same way on the distressed side, but you're just making the cup on the other side. So then I'll do that again. And now I'll stick my flower, offset the petals, and then, what did I do here? Did I screw this up? Yeah, I did screw it up. You're not supposed to do that to the petals. The last two flowers I made before this bottom one, you don't roll the petals. I didn't roll the petals. Okay, I'll show you on the next one the right way to do it. You can do it this way. It still looks pretty. I mean, don't get me wrong. It still looks fine. But if you notice, this one's a little bit more distressed because I didn't roll these petals. I just left them all crooked. I was wondering why I was wondering why. But that doesn't matter because it still looks pretty. This is just another way to do it. So either way, it's fine. It's fine. So we'll do them the right way. Don't worry. Like I said, I did them so long ago that now I forget again. I forget very easy. I have a really crappy short-term memory. I can't help it. It's kind of a medical thing. Okay, this part's right. These two petals are right. It'd be easier if I set that on here. Okay, so that's that one. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but you know, it's fine. It still looks pretty. It's still fine. It's just slightly different. You notice the difference besides the glitter of some of the petals, but that's okay. I effed up. So let's do that again. I wanted to do another one anyway. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Going to do it again. Okay. So now I'm going to cut into the center. So we're going to do this to the center one. Then we're going to pick it up and we're going to bunch it up. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to distress the edges first. I forgot. Again. See how forgetful I am? I do this all the time. You're going to crunch up your edges. Don't forget to crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch your edges. It's very important to crunch your edges. I don't know what accent that was. That was really bizarre. Okay. And then you're going to make, finally, you're going to make your center. And you're just kind of going to, you're going to kind of mush it into the center until you've got what kind of looks like a center. Now, if you have to straighten out some of your crunched edges, you could do that. Once you've got what kind of looks like a center, you can go around and pick like a petal here and there to put the glue on. Which I can't get to it. There we go. Come on. To like hold the whole bud together is basically what you want to do. So once you got your center, now you're going to take your other one that you did. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to rub the center, scrunch your petals, scrunch it, scrunch it. This time we're not going to be curling the petals on these ones. The only ones we're going to curl are the ones on the bottom layers, the 2 bottom layered ones. That's where I screwed up before. That's where I completely effed it up. Because I was like sitting here curling all the petals, and you're not supposed to do that. So now this one, we are going to put some glue on the center, at the bottom of the center piece. We're going to stick that into the center of this one. Give it a second to dry. Shut off my timer. And then when it's like this, now we're going to take little bits of glue and put it at the base of the petals. I'll do like 2 at a time. Fold them up. Go around. Do 2 more. Fold them up. Do the last 2. Just at the very, very base. Just a little dot at the base. Just to make like almost like another bud, like a bigger bud. Glue strings. It's technical when you blow into it. It's important. It's very important. Okay, now it should look like this. And now we're going to just pull open that last one that you just put on, like so, so that it's open like that. Now you can actually leave it like this and have this be like a bud and make other flowers, and when you do your arranging you can have these small little buds. So you can do that. Now we're going to tatter the edges, and yeah, I'm tattering them the wrong way. Tatter the edges. Scrunch them, whatever you want to call it. I'm just kind of like accordion folding them and smushing them. Like that. And then carefully straightening them back out. And then you want to whoosh your edges like that. And then stick your bud inside, not curling your, you're not going to be curling your petals back, like I said. That was a boo-boo. Okay, scrunch. So basically we did one extra step on that last one because we, on a couple of them, we were sitting there doing, curling back all the petals when really you only had to do that to the bottom layers. But I never said I was smart. I'm a smart ass, but I'm not smart. Scrunchy, scrunchy. Wiggle the center, whatever you want to call it. And put some glue. And of course you want to offset your petals. It looks better that way. See, look how it's coming out. You can leave it like this as well. You can be done with it. This can be a cute little flower in its own. But now we are going to do the scrunching of the petals on these last two, and then we're going to curl them. So, but we're going to scrunch them first, which seems like a moot point because we're going to scrunch them and then we're going to undo them, but you'll still see the tattered kind of scrunchiness, so it's kind of good that you do this. It's still important. You can't skip a step. And then we're going to do it on the other side. And then roll back the petals. And now, glue on the bottom, stick it in there. And then we're going to do one more just like that, and we'll be done. It's very quick and easy. And you don't have to use craft paper. You don't have to use paper bag. You can, obviously, if you want to recycle, you can just grab your old paper bags that you get from the grocery store or wherever. And cut them up and use them. You can use scrapbook paper, you can use cardstock, you can use copy paper. Use whatever you got, you know, go through and get your scraps out and your junk. This is also a flower you can use, you can make with possibly newspaper and the phone book. Remember I made the phone book flowers? Well, this could be a flower that you can do that with as well. It might be a little harder to do because it's a little, phone book's a little bit flimsier. But if you did a few layers at a time, like if you took the, like let's say this was a phone book paper. I'm having a really hard time speaking today. Apparently my brain doesn't work. If this was like the phone book paper, you can stack like 3 or 4 sheets, you know, or pieces together to make one. And then that would even make it even more cool looking, probably. Okay, and then we will put the glue. And what's nice about these is you don't need any kind of flower center because, you know, like a lot of flowers you make, you know, you end up putting a flower center on. The next flower I'm going to show you, you do need a flower center. But these are just badass. See? And let me show you how to sparkle them up. All I did was, there's 2 ways you could do this. You can squirt a little bit of glue like Mod Podge or put a little puddle of Mod Podge and pour some glitter in it. I did that on one of them. It's probably this one. I did that on that one. And then on this one I used Sparkly Mod Podge. I had that too. So I wanted to see what both effects were. I can't remember honestly which one was which really, because they both look great. But that's definitely, you know, you could do it either way. So if you don't have Sparkly Mod Podge, you can make Sparkly Mod Podge. I'm just going to use Sparkly Mod Podge on one of them. And all I did was just roughly brush over the edges of the petals. I didn't fuss. I didn't go crazy. I wasn't trying to be precise. I didn't really care. I just made sure that I hit the edges. And, you know, I got some of the petals too, but you don't have to sparkle them, by the way. You don't have to do this step. I just happen to like a lot of sparkle. So, yep. And then, of course, don't forget the center. I did the underside of some of the petals that were showing. You can go back and do a second coat if you really want them sparkly. We'll let that dry. Ooh, I need to clean my paint water. It's disgusting. I just looked at it. It's really gross. And then I got, I finally got, with that gift card I got from Joann's for my troubles when they wouldn't exchange my stuff. And I pitched a fit and they sent me a gift card. I got Wink Estella off, you know, I used the gift card on their website. And I'm trying to find the other one because there is a third one, but I'm not sure what I did with it because I was using it and I lost it. So I'll pick one of these colors. I've got gold. Oh, this is the clear. Okay, so the silver is missing then. Okay, so you can use Wink Estella, which I love, but it's a little, you know, it's not as easy in my opinion as the Mod Podge because you could be sloppier with the Mod Podge. But I want to see how they look. This is a little bit more subtle than the Mod Podge as well. It's just fine. Subtlety is good. So yeah, you could do either. I'm not going to sit here and keep like boring you to death with my glittering. But yeah, so that's what you can do. Those are some options to do yo flowers. That one still needs to dry. So aren't they cute? Adorable. So those are that flower. Give it a go. Then I'm going to show you another flower. Bonus flower. Woohoo! Okay, bonus flower. I already did this and my video didn't record, so I'm going to do it again. But that's okay. These are easy to make. These are the bonus flowers. Aren't they cute? And these are made out of cupcake liners, mini cupcake liners. I'm not sure if, I'm sure there's a way to do it with the bigger ones. You just maybe make bigger flowers or cut it in a way so that you can do it with the bigger ones, but you can find the mini ones pretty much anywhere. But aren't they adorable? They're just cute. I did them several different ways. I was trying different things. Like these two are done differently than these are. But these ultimately came out better, I think. These kind of were weird, but I'll kind of just show you what I did on these a little bit, but I'll actually do these because these are the ones that came out the best, I guess. It works best with 3 cupcake liners. You can use 2, but this is done with 2 and this is done with 3. This is done with 2. So if you want a less dimensional flower, do 2 cupcake liners. If you want a more puffy flower, do 3. I'm going to show you 3. And you can mix or match or just do all 3 of the same. I'm going to do all 3 of the same right now just to show you. It's very easy. So keep them together. So there's 3 here. And you kind of fold them in half and pinch where the bottom is. Now you're going to cut out that little circle of where the bottom is. And depending on if you cut like all the way up here in a circle or just down here in a circle will depend on how big your flower is. So if you cut up here and go around, it's going to be a smaller flower. If you cut from down here, it's going to be a bigger flower. So I'm going to make a slightly bigger flower. And then I take the bottoms here and I take 2 of them and I glue them together with some Aleene's tacky glue, and that's my base of my flower. It just makes it easier. And actually that's a little big, so I can cut this a little bit smaller. Doesn't have to be that big. And it doesn't have to be perfect in any way. So now I take some glue and I just give it a quick glue. Doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as it's doubled so that it's a little bit sturdier, but it doesn't even have to be sturdy at all. It's just gonna help hold the flower together. I mean, really, it ends up getting all crinkled, but it's just a way, it's just a base to glue it to. It's not necessary for it to be like perfect. So then you're gonna take some hot glue, at least this is how I do it. And it's good if you have like a spatula, one of these like silicone doodaddys. You can use a like one that's meant for a kitchen. If you go into the dollar section of any store, you can find the silicone. Here's one that somebody sent me as a present, but I don't use it in my kitchen. I use it for gluing. And then I got this littler one that was actually meant for hot gluing. But it's great because you can hold down things without burning your phalanges like I always do. So anyway, you're going to put some glue in the center, like a good amount so that you have something to work with. And then almost like a rosette in a sense, you're going to start pushing it in towards the center, except you're not going to be making it like a rosette necessarily. You're just going to kind of shove it towards the center as best as you can, and then use your spatula, if you have one, to hold it down and let it cool. So, but you saw, hopefully you saw what I did. I kind of just like, it's a little finicky. You just want to lay it down and kind of evenly as much as you can, also with working quickly so you don't, you know, you want it to look like that. So it comes out kind of wrinkly, crinkly. It, you know, it almost looks like a half-ass attempt at a rosette in a sense, but it's definitely not a rosette. Because of course these are like almost accordion folded around the edges, so it almost comes out like a rosette. So once that's dry, or cooled off I should say, giving it a second, then you want to start peeling up the layers on the sides. And it can be tricky to find the edge. And you got to be careful not to rip it, especially where it's like folded. I end up ripping it a lot, so you want to be a little gentle as you go around. But you want to separate each layer. Once you do the first layer, and then you just take the second layer and separate it. And you're just basically pulling it apart. And it's a very quick and easy and cute flower to make. I mean, obviously these aren't meant to look realistic like the other flowers look a little bit more on the realistic side. These are meant just to be fun and cute. I just lost my place. There it is. My dog's probably going to start whining any minute. Piglet, he likes to whine all day long. Yay. Okay, so then you'll wind up with this hot mess right here, and then you just kind of fluff it back down a little bit and kind of play with it at this point. And just kind of fluff it where it needs to be fluffed and adjust it where it needs to be adjusted. I think that looks pretty good. And then if you take a button, if I can get my buttons open, then you just take some sort of a button, which I have these cute little hot pink buttons in here. If I can get a hold of one. Buttons are cute for this because since they're kind of a cutesy little flower and not meant to be real looking, buttons actually look probably the best in the center of them. Rhinestones look good too, but I like buttons. And then you could just glue. I just take a little hot glue. And that's pretty much it. And there's your flower. Adorable. So these are so cute and I love them. They're so cute. And then another way you could do it to make like these, which are different and they're kind of wonky. I don't know if you want to make them. Maybe you could do it neater than me. But I took it and I took one cupcake liner, folded it in half, and then I'm trying to think which one. Yeah, for this one, I fold it in half like this. Come on now. And then I cut it in half. And then I took it and like squished it together a little bit. And then put glue on the back and put it to the flower center. And I did them kind of overlapping each other all the way around. And then I put a second layer all the way around. And that's how I got this. And wherever it seemed a little longer, I went around with the scissors and cut it afterwards. So that's how I did this one. For this one, I took a cupcake liner and I put my finger on the inside in the center and then kind of pinched it and grabbed it and kind of did this. And then I glued it around the same way as I did this one, except I didn't cut it in half. So that's two different ways you can do that and play with it and see if you like it. I think I like this way better. But like I said, it's kind of subjective. It's up to you. Play with it and see which ones you like. So yeah, that is it for my flowers. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's it. If you want me to do the tutorial on the gift bag into journal, let me know and I will do that. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and make sure you do what you love and love what you do and be nice to everybody. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.